Look who we got here. Your old teammate,
guys.
Pally. How are you, buddy? Thanks for joining us.
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
When you heard that you're coming on with this big goof, like, what'd you think? Well, you had some good times in Tampa together.
Oh yeah. No, Boiler was always great to me. Great leader. So I look up to him a lot.
I just texted him that. I was giving you the script. Thanks for reading that. You memorized it fast, bud. Still smart. He's always been a smart guy.
Hey, there might not be more excitement around the league right now than the New Jersey Devils and what that team accomplished last year. Obviously, you were brought on board to kind of help show the way of getting over the hump and kind of getting to another level. Like, what did you see last year? I know that, unfortunately, you missed some time, but this team, like, they surprised a lot of people. Were you surprised at the big step that the squad took last year?
I mean, when I signed here, I knew what kind of team it is, but I didn't know that they're gonna be, we're gonna be that good. Like, Jack and Brader, I know they're talented, Nico, but they surprised me how great they are. And even Nico, like, as a young captain, he's been amazing. So they surprised me, but it's been a fun season. Too bad for me, I got hurt, but it was fun to watch. And then it was great to join them in the playoffs, and it's been fun. Even we got out in the second round. The first round was so fun, and to beat the Rangers was great for the group.
We had a similar situation when I signed with you guys in Tampa. I think you had played that full season the year before, right? You and Johnny had big years. Were you both Calder finalists?
Yeah, we were.
It was similar. We went to the Cup Finals with the Rangers. We had a lot of great memories. I just remember how tough it was to leave, but then when I got to Tampa, I saw these guys flying around in training camp. I remember calling my dad and how's the first week of camp been? And I told him, I don't know if I'm going to make this team, because Cooch had only played like 50 games a year before. These guys are flying around the ice. It was an intense training camp, and I thought, well, we're going to be pretty good. And we got to the Cup Finals that year. And it was all these guys, like you talk about Brader, you talk about Jack Hughes. Now you're coming in, obviously you're a lot better than I ever was, but you add that element of experience. He adds that element of he's been through it, but he's also a great player. Like, how were you able to, even through injury, bring that to these guys and show them? And then even now, like, you guys have been through that. You had a decent season where you can be excited, but how motivated can they be? You got to remind them, like, we're close, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean, they're excited. So I talked to them. During the playoffs. They were excited. They were asking me before the playoffs how it is, and they play great. And right now I can see during the camp they're more confident. They're even better. They have still, I think, another step. How they can be. So I'm super excited about this season to start it.
You mentioned in the playoffs last year, man, it was you knew it was coming. We all knew it was coming. It was going to be Rangers Devils in round one, and it was a good one, right? Good long one. But I want to ask you this, because we were talking about it, and I was fortunate enough, a lot of my career, I played a lot of different teams, but different divisions at different times. When I played, it kind of the divisions kind of realigned a couple times. But there was once a time when I was playing in Jersey, and the only team in our division that we had to fly to was Pittsburgh. So it was bus trips to Philly, bus trips obviously to the Rangers, bus trip Islander. Like, I'm like, we only have to fly to one team. You're back in your bed every night. Like, how different is that, and how much better is it to be playing more? I know you played in the East as far as Florida, but that's some more travel from Tampa. Like, how much better is it here?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even realize how big a difference it is. Like, we were looking at with Nico on a schedule, we're trying to figure it out where we're going to do a rookie party, and we have probably one road trip where when we can do it, we have 2 days between the games. So that's good, probably good, but sometimes it's nice to be on the road for a little while. But like you said, sleeping in our own bed, it's awesome, and the travel has been very easy.
What a leader, huh? He's still got the rookie party dialed in. That's why they brought you there, buddy.
Set up the rookie parties.
Look at when the schedule get released.
Who was setting up the rookie parties down in Tampa? Is Stammer? Or Stammer kind of put that off to someone else? Like, how's that work?
I think it was the older guys, Stammer, and the older guys. So
Yeah, it was the rookie parties. Yeah,
Well,
always got to work those in.
We had some parties in town too. Remember we go to Philpo's house. He had some all-timers.
Always dialed in. So
I want to ask you this while we're talking about Jack Hughes, and you've played with some exceptional players. You're one of them down there in Tampa. But Cooch, Braden Point, Stammer. Where's Jack? Like, give me some comps of Jack Hughes, not just with those guys, but in the league. Like, what is he a mashup of? He's a little bit of this guy, a little bit of that guy. Like, he had a monster season last year.
yeah, I mean, I don't want to say he's like Cooch or Pointer. He's a special player on his own, but the similarity is, he's trying to get better, like Cooch was. He was on the ice before and after practice trying his, one-timer for whatever he needs to work on. And Jack is exactly like that. He's not gonna, be crazy in the gym, but on the ice, man, he's unbelievable. It's fun to watch, and he works so hard on his game. And it's same like with Brader and Nico. So it's been fun to watch him.
All right, I got Devils Rangers, the rivalry. Now in Tampa, I don't know. Did we have a rival really? We played Detroit a couple times.
Yeah.
Maybe with Florida they were getting better. But
Florida. Yeah.
Is there anything like that Devils Rangers thing?
No, I didn't even realize when I got here what it is, to play even just a regular season against Rangers, but the playoff season or series, that was exciting, and be down 2-0 and come back and won that series. That was something special. So it was awesome.
Hey, Pally, we're going to get to something fun here in a second, but I want to give a little bit of comp here first, because my first year retired, and I was working on NHL Network. We covered the finals, you guys, in 15. We were talking about it earlier, and that was the triplets, right? Like, that was the talk. We spoke on that a minute ago. I got a comp for you. I'm going to pump your tires a little bit. When I saw you burst on the scenes, I'm like, I see some Marian Hossa, man. I see some Marian Hossa here. What do you think about that? That's a pretty good compliment, is it not? I mean, who were the guys you looked up to growing up in Czech?
Yeah, I mean, I was always Pittsburgh Penguins fan, so because of Jagr. But yeah, I always like, Kopitar, Bergeron, Hossa, those three guys. I always, watch their game, and yeah, it's a great comp. I love Hossa, and when we play against him in the finals, he was so good, so dynamic, and I loved him. He's such a smart player and a great guy too.
Yeah, you do that reverse shoulder. Like, I never like.
Pally does it too.
You have the reverse shoulder too.
Yeah.
You got that in your game? Little boom.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate guys that do that. They act like
in the playoffs. I doing it in the playoffs.
You save it for then. You don't want to let it out too much. You let out too much, they're going to
Played a ton
expect
of
it.
hockey.
I hate when somebody does it to me. So I'm like, it's
playoff time. Crank it out. Anyway,
Yeah.
you got like 30 goals in like
50
playoff games since 2020 or something. It's crazy. So we're going to get into a fun little part here. It's called What Were You Thinking? We're going to show a couple pictures here, and I think it's with you and B. And we just it's kind of like caption this. Let's just put it up here. Let's just go after it. And let's see. This is from 2015 Stanley Cup Finals. What are you guys thinking here?
Yeah,
What's going on?
I was probably asking Boiler what to do in a certain situation,
Hey, didn't we switch like neutral zone? It's just coming to me now.
No, you don't remember this moment, do you?
No, but I'm just wondering.
And who
didn't we
superimposed
switch,
the A on your jersey?
Yeah, I know. We thanks to editing up.
I don't know. I don't know. What do you think, Boiler? There.
You know how we used to go from like a 1-3-1 to a different? We used to switch our
maybe.
neutral zone, and
Yeah,
you were
who
asking me, and I looked.
was probably, changing in the after period, and I didn't know, so I probably asked you.
Yeah, and you see my face? There's no chance I knew the answer.
I had no idea, too.
He's like, hey, Brian, your first language is English. Can you please tell me what he said? He's like, dude, I got no idea.
I was listening. Drinking coffee.
Let's go to the next one. What else do we got here? It's after a Brian Boyle goal. Is that a Boyle goal?
Yeah. I remember that goal. Actually.
Wow, that's a good teammate right there. Pally, you're celebrating more than Brian is.
Did I score?
I love it.
Yeah, they're telling me you scored right here.
Who, me or Boiler?
No, Boiler.
Boiler, yeah. I remember that when he scored on his knees, and yeah, I love to celebrate a goal, so I'm always so excited.
I
Dude,
told
that's-
everyone, I go, you celebrated other people's goals more than you celebrated your own goals.
Yes,
And that's where
I
you
love it.
see,
the guy's true colors.
he'd score an empty net goal to ice the game, and he'd jump in your. I love that.
I love that stuff, dude. I love it.
I was
you're
the
a guy-
original triplet.
If you're a guy that jumps out and gets away, nah, man, I'm going to the bench. Like, no, we're getting in here. We're hugging it out.
Teach the kids. We teach the 8-year-olds right now. If you score and you celebrate and you don't go with your teammates, I'm going to sit you down.
We got one more.
Pally's the guy.
We got two more here. Sorry. This is last year, playoffs, Game 5, Round 1. I had to feel good, right, in the New Jersey?
Yeah, I mean, I had a tough, second part of the year when I, had it after surgery. I don't know. I did my best, but I was ready to get in the playoffs and against Rangers, and I scored at the goal too. So it just felt great, and scored at home against Rangers was unbelievable.
Oh, I bet, man. We got one more.
That's
One
awesome.
more, I'm being told here. Oh, yes. I really want to know what's getting in your mind, or what were you
I
thinking
mean,
of this?
no, it's just a kind of just blacked out that day. It's amazing.
Literally.
Literally, literally, I'm blacked out there. When Ruda sprang like a champagne on me. No, just an unbelievable day. Like I can't really even say it was like it was so good. Like
Look at that
we
flex.
had so much fun that day. So it was amazing.
Hey. No, sorry,
Sick
man.
hands,
Yeah,
Rupper.
sick hands. Hey, we appreciate you, man. This has been a great players-only segment. Nothing but love and respect to you this year. Good luck. Stay healthy. Can't wait to see your Devs hitting the ice, bud. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thanks
Good
for
luck,
having me.
Pally.